Relationship between JSP pages and XML views of JSP pages in Jakarta server pages. Here you can see the relationship between JSP pages and XML views of JSP pages. If we consider overview of JSP documents and XML views, the JSP document is a JSP page written in XML syntax. JSP document need to be described such either implicitly or explicitly to the JSP container, which will then process them as XML documents, checking for well-formedness and applying requests like entity declarations. If present, JSP documents are used to generate dynamic content using standard JSP semantics. To design JSP document is focused on generation of dynamic XML content and in any of its many uses, but JSP documents can be used to generate any dynamic content. The alternate some synthetic elements are there. The alternative syntaxes can be used in JSP documents. Most of them JSP :output and JSP :root are exceptions. Can also be used in JSP pages in JSP syntax, as it will be JSP document can be used in a number of ways, including JSP documents can be passed directly to the JSP container. This is becoming more important as more and more content is authorized as XML, but in an XML based language like XHTML or SVG, or for the exchange of document in application like web services. The generated content may be sent directly to the client, or it may be part of some XML processing pipeline. JSP documents can be manipulated by XML aware tools. The JSP documents can be generated from textual representation by applying XML transformation like XSLT. JSP document can be generated automatically, say by serializing some objects. The tag files can also be authorized by using XML syntax. The rules are very similar to JSP documents. The XML view of JSP page is an XML document that is derived from JSP page following mapping defined later by following mapping. The XML view of a JSP page is intended to be used for validating JSP page against some description of the set of valid pages. Validation of JSP page is supported by the JSP 3.1 specification through tag library validator class associated with the tag library. The validator class acts on a page data object that represents the XML view of the JSP page. This figure depicts the relationship between concepts of JSP pages, JSP documents, and XML views. Two phases are involved. The translation phase, where JSP pages in either syntax are exported to tag library validators via their XML view, and the request processing phase, where requests are processed to produce responses. JSP documents are used by JSP page authors. They can be authorized directly using a text validator through XML editing tool or through a JSP page authoring tool that is aware of XML syntax. Any JSP page author that is generating XML content should consider the use of JSP document. In contrast, the XML view of a JSP page is concept internal to the JSP container and is of interest of only to tag library authors and to implement JSP containers. Here you can see JSP pages, JSP syntax and XML syntax. JSP syntax and XML syntax is connected to XML view. It is in the now in the translation phase. TLV1 errors OK and TLV2 errors OK, and XML view is connected to JSP implementation class. Here we are in the request processing phase, and request connected to the request is connected to JSP implementation, and response is produced from JSP implementation class. Now this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for watching it.